Greetings, programs. This is Wretch. Welcome back to Minecraft, and I am still here on this little pillar that I've made for myself. We are going to be doing a lot of hunting today, guys, because we need XP levels, and we need Eyes of Ender. So we got to try our best to find... There we go. And we'll just drop down here. Do we have food? Yes, we do. Get that up so we can actually start. There we are. Need to look for endermen and anything else that can give us XP, because our XP right now is at 10. We need 30 for good enchants. Need to enchant my bow and other good stuff. So it's time for some good old-fashioned farming. Now, I have the location to the spawn village, so we're not going to be in that bad a shape. Oop. Yep. No, sir. That is not happening. Might as well take some sand with us, just so we have it for bottles, in case we need some more potions. I am not seeing anything, though. Where are all the endermen? Do they show up in desert? Oh, wow, I ran right by him. That's embarrassing. And some more arrows from skeletons would certainly not go amiss. By the way, guys, I would like to apologize for there not being any Minecraft video on Monday. It was Labor Day, and to tell you guys the truth, I had a severe case of the holidays. You guys know what the holidays are, right? Like, I'm off of work, now's the time that I'm gonna go, you know, do this thing or do that thing, and I think I'm just going to lay in bed and watch anime all day. Which, other than Shadowrun, I pretty much did. But every so often you need that. You need that time to kind of just woosah and hello there, Enderman. That's what I needed. Look at you. Oh, there's two of you. How convenient. Probably should get a few more hearts before I try and take you on. Eh, why not? Come here. You gonna try and beat me to death with that sand block? Nice. Thank you for your pearl. About you? No, spider. I'm busy. Busy. There you go. Nice. That's very good. There's 2 ender pearls. And if that keeps up, then this is not going to be a very long farming expedition at all for these Eyes of Ender. The annoying thing will be heading into the Nether and trying to get those blaze rods. So that's something. Hey! Yeah, I'm looking at you in the face. What of it? Step up. Uh-huh. Sucker. You didn't drop a pearl, though. You're being all stingy. And everything dies. I have plenty of beef. It's not going to be too much of an issue. I just have to watch out for enchanted bows and creepers coming out of nowhere to blow me up into mini smithereens. So speaking of anime, I have been watching one that has really piqued my interest. I found an English dub of an anime called The Heroic Tale of Arslan, I think its name is. It's really cool. It's set... I've never seen an anime, and I'm sure there have been, but I've never seen an anime set in a Middle Eastern setting before. So that's kind of unique. I've been enjoying that very, very much, very thoroughly. I'm on like episode 4. I marathoned a few episodes, and I definitely need to catch up on it. Dang you. I really want the XP that you drop. But yeah, I just spent my time watching some anime, kind of recharging my batteries, seeing what exactly I'm going to be doing, because I've got 8 series on the channel right now, and I have to try and keep up with all of them. So I just have to soldier on, and some of them can lead to very long episodes. That's the biggest issue. If all of these like went to 20 to 30 minutes, I wouldn't have an issue at all, but Valkyria Chronicles doesn't really coincide itself to 30-minute episodes, and Shadowrun Hong Kong, I have long episodes because otherwise it's going to be like a ton of episodes of just me talking to people, which is fine. I know some people actually like that. They like hearing the writing and the story. But I kind of want to get the show on the road in terms of all the missions that you can do. So now it is daytime. How far am I from the house? We need to go... Oh, actually, we are going the right way here, kind of. It's at 266, 263. Oh, wow, we are a bit far away, aren't we? No, that's okay. We'll just travel down this way. Anything that we run into, we shall kill mightily while I sit here and chat. Another thing I've been doing is I like browsing movie clips from time to time. You know how that goes. And I have to tell you guys, I've been watching some clips from the Harry Potter movies, and I think I've come to a final realization regarding the Harry Potter movies. Now, first off, the disclaimer, I have never read the Harry Potter books, and I don't really plan to tell you the truth. But the movies, I've watched them. I've watched every single one of them in the theater, and I have to say that I am not a fan. I think there's eight movies if you take the Half-Blood, or the not the Half-Blood Prince. The Deathly Hallows was 2 films. I have to say that I am not a fan of the last 6 ones. I am a big fan of the first 2, which was the Sorcerer's Stone and Chamber of Secrets. And I'm a really big fan of those because of the style and the direction in which they took the story and the environment and such. There was something whimsical about it. There was something that you could actually think that this was in that world. In this like beautiful, magical kind of world. Chris Columbus, along with John Williams' awesome soundtrack, gave the movie a very hardcore, or gave both of those movies a Hook vibe. The Steven Spielberg whimsy. And it was really good, as well as Richard Harris playing Dumbledore and everything. They're very different movies from everything that happened afterward. And then you watch Prisoner of Azkaban and everything after that, and it's like everything just changes. Now, that's kind of an interesting balance when you realize that the story gets darker and darker as it goes on, but I think the thing that lost me, I saw an advertisement. Netflix is doing a series of the Series of Unfortunate Event books. And I remember watching Lemony Snicket's Series of Unfortunate Events with Jim Carrey, and I thought back to that movie, and then I remembered what was bothering me about the Harry Potter films, the latter ones, is really, you can't tell those films apart in terms of their environment. How they set the scenes, the lighting, just the mood is exactly the same in a Lemony Snicket movie than in a Harry Potter movie. And that's where it was kind of like, ugh. Because the Lemony Snicket stuff, that's something that Tim Burton would be able to sink his teeth into. And the Harry Potter films, I think just should have stuck to... Now, keep in mind, this is just my personal preference. Your particular mileage may vary. But I think a little bit more of the magical whimsy that Chris Columbus and company put in the first 2 films really would have been good. I mean, you could still have it scary. You could still have those scary, serious moments that you saw in the latter films. But I don't know. There's just something about it that I've realized that I'm not a fan of. There's only one of those movies that I will go out of my way to watch if I see it on TV. And that is Order of the Phoenix. I liked. I don't know why. There's just something about the narrative. It was very tight, the movie, to me. So I liked that one. The other ones I don't have much of a opinion on. Especially what was it? The second to last one, which I believe is Deathly Hallows Part 1. Deathly Hallows Part 1, and I'm probably getting so far away from the house right now. Oh, I am. Oh, well. We're just wandering until nighttime anyway, so we can go kill things. Deathly Hallows Part 1 had that had this thing where they're basically trying to stay away from Voldemort, and they're in a tent on the side, on the bank of a river, I think it was. And I had a birthday watching that scene, and I could not stand it. I thought that it was boring. I was kind of sitting there in the theater like, and don't get me wrong, I think that was kind of what they were going for, because the characters were bored. So you were kind of feeling their boredom, but boredom's probably the last thing you want to feel when you're going to watch a movie. Well, here's some green. That's a good sign. Guess we'll head this way. Hello, cows. But, yeah, the more I've watched them, the more I get less and less impressed with them every time I watch them. And don't get me wrong, they're good films, but for the Harry Potter, for the kind of vibe that you're going for, I mean, the first movie set the tone. That's pretty much where I'm going for. Those first two movies, they kind of set a tone to you, the viewer. Okay, this is how these movies are going to be. And you're like, okay, cool. And then you watch the latter ones and you're like, this is nothing like those first two movies. It's like if Star Wars, if you watch A New Hope and then The Empire Strikes Back and then Return of the Jedi is done with different cameras and an entirely different film style, it would take you out of it, right? And I think that's what it did for me. But I've come to that conclusion over this past weekend. So, oh goodness, it's just noon. I'll tell you what, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wait till noon, and I will see you guys back in the middle of the night. Alright, night is starting to fall. We're heading back to Spawn Town. I got the coordinates. I know what we need to do there. And I can see there's a temple that I have previously lit up. So that's a good sign. We'll head back into the desert, and hopefully some more endermen will present themselves. Oh, speaking of Star Wars, when I mentioned about the style changes, I have actively been trying to avoid anything that talks about The Force Awakens. I've realized I want to be completely surprised. I want to be force choked by awesome when I go see that movie. I know a little bit bits and pieces, but I don't even know if I want to watch the trailer, to tell you the truth. But it's one of those things. I was like, I need to know at least a little bit. Hello there, Enderman. Hello. Look at me. There you go. Because I don't want that creeper. Thank you for your pearl. Appreciate that. Now you, sir. Yes, I'm looking at you. There you are. Oh, got the creeper's attention. And a zombie. Come on. Ooh, that is a heck of a... that is a horrible gang. Don't you blow up that pearl. There you go. Blow up now. That's fine. Huzzah! Now, I've also been wholesale slaughtering chickens on my way here because I am trying to get as many arrows as I can for the Ender Dragon. I don't know how many we're going to need exactly. That's really going to depend on my aim, which is no bueno. So I figure it's good to have a surplus more than anything, because a bow is very important. That's going to be the next thing, actually, that we enchant. Woo, that would have been horrible. Is our bow. Hopefully we'll get a good power enchant on it, or maybe at least infinity. And we should be in good shape after that. Still on the lookout. We are in the sheep area. Ah, apparently the Endermen are traveling in pairs. They're like little Sith. There. You were walking toward me. You got no one to blame for this but yourself. And you. How dare you not look after your wingman? And that gives us 5 pearls. I don't remember. Was it 5 or 7 Eyes of Ender that we needed? Hello, I see a witch. Let's avoid that. I don't remember if it was 5 or 7 Eyes of Ender that we needed to open the end portal. I'm going to right now assume that it's 7 and kill any more Endermen that we see. And then we're going to have to take a trip to the Nether. And that's going to be a bit hectic, I would imagine, since we are going after blazes. Which means we have to go back to that Fortress of Suck that we previously frequented. with all the nastiness and the death and the goings on and the withering. So much withering. You following me? I got a sharp can of Raid right here for you. Ooh. Zombies, skellies in armor. No endermen. Who knows, we may have already got the amount of pearls that we needed. Because I'm not... Actually, we do need a surplus, because I read that there is a significant chance that when you go to the end, you can either spawn in the ground, at which point you'll just need a pick, which is fine. Ah, there's one. Or you'll be on a platform, like out in space. So you'll need an ender pearl to actually get onto the main platform where the dragon is. So that's good to know. Hiya! I'm just gonna sit here and kill you. I know that you there have your bow. This is what you can do with your bow. I'll take your XP. For science, you understand. Haven't seen any skeletons riding on a spider. I don't know if they took that out, but I always found that hilarious seeing skeletons use spiders as mounts. I really wish you could have a spider for a mount. I would, you could maybe just a mount you could ride during the day. Because I would so take advantage of that. Maybe have it faster than a horse, but you can only ride it during the day and it actively tries to attack you at night. Kind of ending scene of Old Yellerish, really. So where are we at? We're getting there. We went about 2,000 blocks the direction that we shouldn't have. Which, Scout, I definitely am not. Any kind of class during an RPG or any kind of game where there's a scout or someone who knows where they're going, I never play that. Just because I don't want to disgrace the way the class was designed by my poor play. How many? Got 33 feathers. Not bad. Easy enough to get the flint and the sticks. I'm also going to get some blocks of wood because I need... Actually, now would probably be a really good time to do that. Bookshelves. I am going to go ahead and have an enchanting station at the end. I actually found a village off camera, a village close that I had never gone to before. So all those people who were mad for the amount of villages near spawn, I found another one. And there wasn't anything in it, but there was a library, so I grabbed all the books there. And there is a massive library in the End Fortress. We just have to find it, and then we can use that. That's another... We're on the right track. That's another temple I've explored. And then we will use that to use the books there, along with the wood, to build a nice enchanting station. Basically make a mini base for ourselves in the end, so we don't have to go back with a bed. I don't know if beds work in the end. I guess we'll have to see. But we are taking down that dragon, come hell or high water. Maybe have some backup supplies, backup arrows, and armor. Because when I was reading it, apparently they say you need enchanted iron armor. And that's interesting to me since I have diamond. Maybe diamond's kind of overkill for the Ender Dragon. I'd rather overkill than underkill, though. I assume that's a pretty universal, Oh! Well, ask and ye shall receive. Come on, taking on the skeletal cavalry. Awesome. Now I would like it to rain diamond ore, please. Fine, be that way. I didn't say rain creepers. And we should almost be home. We're in the 300 by... Yeah, we're getting there. Should be right over this desert area. And I did save the coordinates to the End Fortress, so we don't have to be lost doing that. I just kind of ran off in a random direction when I got off that little platform we had made. Hi, guys. That was reckless, wasn't it? Just ran through the middle of their conversation. There's home sweet home. So this is essentially what I'm going to be doing, guys, is, yeah, that is a floating island. I am going to be chilling here near base and killing any enderman who dare show itself, and anything else, really, to grab some levels and hopefully get up to the 30 that I need. Enchant the bow, and then we are going to head into the nether with our base equipment, with our iron equipment, because I don't want to lose anything, and go get those the stuff that we need, the magma rods. Yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about, that we need to make the Eyes of Ender. And then we should be in good shape. Make sure there's no witches here to surprise us. Rest in peace, Bob. And we will see you guys next time. I don't know how far I'm going to get in terms of the farming, but worst comes to worst, it'll just be something where I can chat about what's going on, or any kind of movies or pop culture, anything. I mean, if you guys want me to chat about any kind of pop culture or franchise or anything, go ahead and let me know in the comments below. I'll be happy to have something to talk about while I'm going through kind of the repetitive stuff. But in any event, I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. If you liked it, go ahead and leave a like down below, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, that'd be a big help, and we'll see you next time. Hey, guy. Later days, everyone.